Andrea and her friend Charlotte dreamed of marrying rich men. Both grew up in a small backwater town and had dreamed of moving to the capital since childhood. Charlotte was more assertive, so she quickly arranged her personal life by finding a hot macho guy with a big wallet. Andrea, meanwhile, continued to live in her native town and put up with annoying classmate Todd, who had returned from the army and was courting her. Everyone in the town said that it was a mistake to refuse him because Todd was good-looking, hard-working, not a drinker. But she wanted more. In her perception, happiness meant having a lot of money and a high social status, while love was something that only happens in movies. Just then, her friend Charlotte called her and told her that she had in mind a suitable man, rich and looking for a wife. Despite Todd's entreaties to stay, Andrea packed her suitcases and followed her friend to conquer the capital. When Andrea arrived, she marveled at all the beauty and splendor around her. Beautiful people, tons of stores, not like in her town, where there was only one grocery store and one tiny shopping mall, which would soon be closed. Charlotte invited Andrea to go with her to a glamorous party, and they went shopping and to a beauty salon before it. When Andrea saw her new appearance in the mirror, she couldn't believe her eyes. Kind of like her, and kind of not. At the party, Charlotte introduced her to Eric, and Andrea immediately melted. He was the living embodiment of her dreams. Handsome, young, rich, courteous. That same evening, Eric invited Andrea to his place. The girl was taken aback at first, because she had never been close to any man, but she agreed nonetheless. 2 weeks later, Eric proposed to her. Andrea was in seventh heaven and wanted to invite her mother, but Eric was indignant, as all the guests would be from well-to-do families, and it would be simply indecent to call someone from the backwoods. So the ceremony was without Andrea's mother, but nevertheless it was wonderful, and it couldn't have been better. For the first week after the wedding, Eric was extremely nice and caring. He bought her clothes, jewelry, he did everything she asked him to. But after one important banquet, everything changed abruptly. It got to the point that different women started coming to the house. Eric used to say that they were his business assistants. He would spend hours with them in his office and then come out shining with happiness. In general, Eric stopped paying attention to Andrea at all, as if she was not his wife but just a neighbor. One evening, Andrea decided to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, and she had the courage and asked her husband why he treated her so badly. Eric said rather coldly that he had only needed her to close the deal. His uncle was very old-fashioned, and he said that if Eric did not marry before his arrival from Germany, he would deprive him of all his rights to the business. So Eric had to do something, and just then his acquaintance Charlotte told him about her friend Andrea. Andrea was shocked. She did not expect this. After weighing the pros and cons, she decided to return home and apologize to her mother. She packed her things and went to the train station. She did not take anything that Eric had bought, but wrote in a note that he should give it to Charlotte for her work. When the girl arrived in her native town, she immediately realized how dear her native land was to her heart, and how much she had missed Todd all the time. Her mother accepted her daughter with open arms, and Todd was happy, and has never reproached Andrea for leaving. 6 months later, they got married and started their truly happy life. Soon they had 2 sons. Over time they opened a small store, and now their family business has reached the regional level. So, happiness is not about money, but about family, children, and the good attitude of close people. Money can always be earned, but you will never buy happiness.